So this is part one in a little series I'm going to do on how to give yourself vacation face. It's that, you know, I'm super glowy, I look like I've been well rested, maybe for a whole week, and my skin is just alive. And it's not that I'm, you know, piling on a lot of makeup. It's just that you can actually see my skin. My cheeks are, you know, flushed, and my eyes look bright, and my smile is taking over my whole face. So you can recreate that with makeup, even when you're going on no sleep. And so I'm going to show you this. It's a product intensive, but you can pick and choose what you want to use on yourself and leave out the rest. So, and I'm going to try my best to give some shout outs to different skin tone options, because I know it's annoying when you can only imagine this look that I'm giving you on someone who looks like me, with my hair coloring, skin tone, that kind of thing. But hopefully I can kind of weave in some other product options. Okay, so first, what I already did was give myself a little acid facial. So with really gentle acids, I've taken off the top layer of my skin. This is a product from True Botanicals. I love these. I love this one in particular. You don't have to leave it on for very long. It goes to work. It just takes off that top dead layer of skin, but not so much that I'm fearful that I'm going to burn when I go outside. You just leave it on for 2 to 5 minutes, and it really does give me hydrated. And you know, in the winter you often have like scaly kind of patches, so it takes off a lot of that. So I dig it. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do, that I always do, is curl my eyelashes, because you know, no look is complete without that. No matter which side of your nose you're on, you go to the root and then you turn towards your nose so that you get those outer edges up high. Can you see? It's a big difference, right? Root, turn towards your nose. You will not pull your lashes out. I know it feels like it. I do a lot of this all day for clients to really get those eyes looking bright and wide awake. I know a lot of people are doing lash extensions, and there's so many amazing fake lashes that you can buy on the market. I see people, you know, getting on an airplane to do flying overnight, and they have fake lashes on. It's a thing nowadays, but if you are not into either of those and you just want your own natural lashes, just make sure you get to the root and curl. Okay, so I've already prepped my skin following that mask. I've got a few drops of oil on. Of course, I sprayed myself, which I will do again later. This is from Odacite. Sorry, I don't know if you can see that. It's their Aloe and Immortelle Hydra-Repair Treatment Mist, and I love it. It's really simple, and it doesn't have a strong scent, and it's just quite perfect in that sense. Okay, so you know that I always start with eyes, and we're going to keep this super minimal because, you know, when you're on vacation, you're not wearing, well, most people, I think when I was like 16, I always did this, but like you're not wearing a thick black cat eye when you're laying on the beach. So this is the look that we want to create. I'm really not wearing any makeup. This is called Garden Rose, and it's from RMS, and it is a great sheer kind of antique pinkish taupe with some good finely micronized shimmer in it. Using a fluffy brush from Antonym Cosmetics. It's their brush number 10. As with all of my videos, and it takes me forever to do this, I'm going to list all of the products used and links to purchase them underneath, because it's, when I used to have my blog, everyone would ask me to do this and I never did. So please enjoy and know that if you don't catch what I'm talking about or see what I'm using, it's below. So that's it. I'm taking it, a lot of times you'll see me using cream shadows and I don't take them up to the crease because I don't want to deal with the creasing. But this, it's just kind of a quick and easy, can bring it up as far as you want. It's not going to crease. Pull it into the inner corner. No matter what your eye shape is, you just want to trace it. And I know it's difficult sometimes to tell on me because I have dermographic skin. I've been told, meaning if I touch my face, I'll turn red. So as soon as I put anything around my eyes, you see I get red around here. But rule of thumb is you never want your eyeshadow coming down on the outside. So if you can imagine putting like a piece of tape, which I've seen people do on some of these makeup tutorials, you don't want anything beneath here, the top of where my finger is, so that all eye makeup kind of goes up. That's it. You can press a little bit underneath your lashes, your bottom lashes, just to give the bottom eye rim a little bit more definition. I use my finger, you can use a brush, whatever you want. Everybody's eye shape is so different, so play with this, see what looks good on you. Oftentimes I won't know until I start with a client if they're going to look best, if the under eye is rimmed, if it's rimmed the entire way around. It's really trial and error. I know that's annoying to hear, but I know it's true, so I'm giving you the honest truth with everything. I just tried this for the first time yesterday. It's from Antonym Cosmetics. I like it. Mascara is tough in the green beauty world, and generally all of them, by the end of the day, I've got it underneath my eyes, or it's flaking, or I can't build it up to the amount that I absolutely desire. And you know, I like a lot of mascara for basically every look. But I really enjoyed this, and I didn't feel like it moderately ended up under my eyes, but that was like 10 hours later. So giving it a good rating. As with all mascara applications, start at the root, wiggle it up towards the tip. See how different mascara makes you look? When I was maybe 8 and my mom let me throw a makeup birthday party, I remember that her friend who was a makeup artist came over and put mascara on me, and I was like, oh my god, I look like the other girls finally, because I've had white blonde eyelashes my whole life and always felt like my eyes didn't stand out the way that all of my friends who had thick brown or black lashes did. Ooh, I loved it. It was like the beginning of my mascara obsession. So I don't generally put mascara on the bottom lashes, but you absolutely can. And I generally will go back in with a fine tooth comb and pick through them. I'll show you exactly what I mean. One of these. This one is from Tweezerman. I use them all the time. You should do it when your lashes are wet, before they start to get too stiff. And that will prevent any little clumps from sitting in your lashes. I love this look. Just a little shimmer around the eyes. I mean, this could be enough, but it's not. We're going to continue with a few more products. Again, bottom lashes, totally optional. My bottom lashes are really long and sparse, so it looks weird if I do them, I think. But if you do, and you don't want it to be too heavy mascara of a look, take a cotton swab onto the bottom lashes and run it underneath right after you've put the mascara on, and that removes any excess so that it just looks like your lashes have that kind of slight tint to them. I'm generally a fan of black mascara, but I am going to show you a tutorial in this series where I use a brown mascara, and I like it. I never really liked brown before. If your lashes are black, you may not want to use a brown mascara, but for everyone else, it's a nice change sometimes. Okay, you also don't need to use as much mascara as I do, but I just want to show you what is possible. Often I'll meet someone and they'll say, wow, you have amazing lashes. But you saw how not amazing, I shouldn't say that, how not intense and not thick and not dark my lashes were to begin with. So, all right, so that's on. See how simple? Just woke my eyes up, right? So then moving on, because I've already got a little bit of moisturizer on in the way of some oil drops, I'm going to pick up my trusty brush from Ilia. I really like this one, the way that it's pointed. And then I love this foundation from Juice Beauty. And I'm going to go a shade deeper than what I normally would wear. I usually wear 5, but I'm going to do 14. And I'm just going to do it very sparsely. This is a fun container. You depress that and then it kind of squeezes out. So I'm just going to do a little bit of foundation. And I've already wet thoroughly and wrung out in a towel my beauty blender. So my main areas that I like to cover because of all my sunspots and, you know, sun damage, and veins close to the surface are basically in this area, so it's really cheek area. But when you put foundation on, you want to start in the center of your face and move out. You don't need, I often see people like, and it just seems so excessive and unnecessary. Generally the perimeter of our face, unless you have a lot of acne scarring, which I have had, you don't need to take it all the way out there. So generally it's around the sides of the nose where we have broken capillaries, a little underneath the corners of the bottom lip. Just thinking about it is a kind of an optical illusion. It makes, if you put a pale shade right underneath the bottom edge of your bottom lip, it'll make that lip pop a little bit more. I love this. It's really dewy and glowy. Juice had come out with this not too long ago, and when they sent them to me, I was like, yes, please, more of these. The only drawback, unlike their serum foundation, which does a better job of being there for all skin tone colors, there aren't as many in this family yet, but I imagine that there will be, and I am so happy with the finish on this. I sometimes will even mix this product with other foundations so that I can give this beautiful finish. It's just sheer and dewy. There we go. So there's hardly anything on my brush throughout that, as you could tell. I really just use it to cover up some of this sun damage, but barely anything. I never want to have a cakey foundation face. And then again, this is phenomenal, the Beauty Blender, for picking up excess. And then whatever's left on my brush, I'll just bring it down so I have a similar skin tone down here. Nothing worse than the face that doesn't match the body, especially because I'm going to show more skin. Because I'm going to do this. Whoops. But not yet. So we've got that on beautifully. And then, oh, I didn't realize that I'm showing you 2 juice products in one video. I really love these flash luminizers. The packaging I've seen online on their website, people complaining about the packaging. Whatever, the packaging, I like the packaging, but I understand how when you pop one out, it's kind of annoying that you have to carry them both if you don't use them both, that kind of thing. But they're really great. So this one is a kind of a sheer shimmery color, and it's called Cream. And then the other side on this one is this awesome marigold. It's kind of like, you know, everyone asks, what's a substitute for Orgasm from NARS, a peachy pink cheek color? This is an awesome substitute. They have 3 different ones of these that have really great matches for a variety of skin tones. So I would urge you to look on their site. So I'm going to use the cream color for my skin because it's a good match of a sheer, almost nothing shimmer. And I'm going to put it on the high planes of my face. And by that I mean tops of cheekbones. I'm going to bring some down onto the apple of my cheek. You can see this little bugger. That was a huge monster hormonal breakout. Oddly hormonal, and also because I was wearing a hat on a travel job every day in the sun. And it just didn't want to go away. I've been using the antioxidant boost from True Botanicals since I got home, mixed with a little bit of water on it for the past 3 nights, and it has just shrunk immensely. I'm going to put some on my Cupid's bow. If I imagined that I had a wide flat nose, which I don't, I might put some down the bridge of my nose to make that pop a little bit more. And then I always bring a little shimmer into the inner corner. You can kind of feather it down just a bit for a nice highlight there. And then press a little on top of that pretty rose gold shadow. Just keeping it beneath the crease. So that is one time when you definitely want to keep it beneath the crease so that it doesn't settle up there. And then I'm going to use the other side of this, again, similar to the shade that is, I mean, I never say universally flattering because it's not. There are so many skin tones out there, it is foolish to say that. But it is very flattering on many skin tones, from even more pale than I to very, I would say kind of, I always often use this, you know, J-Lo skin tone. It even will show up on like Viola Davis skin tone. It would be beautiful. It would be a very pale representation of this, but you definitely see it, and it would definitely pop and look pretty. So just keeping it on the apples of my cheeks adds a little something. And then I generally will take my beauty blender, make sure there are no hard edges, no places where my finger deposited a little bit too much. Okay, you guys have told me that long videos are okay. I hope this is true. 15 minutes is a long time. And I'm not done. Okay, so then, moving right along. So, you know, I'm skipping any eyebrow stuff. I wouldn't put eyebrow stuff in when I'm on vacation. And I'm just going to go straight to a really neutral lip. So, you don't have to do this, but I'm going to start with a little liner from Kaya Weiss. It's a very nude, for my skin tone, shade. I think it's called Rose. And I like to just ever so slightly go outside of my lips. Everybody's different. Sometimes, Natasha, are you watching this? Sometimes Natasha Leone will, not sometimes, all the time, grab the liner away from me and say, Denno, I don't like that shape. And so I just hand it over to her and let her draw her shape how she wants it. Okay, then I'm going to use, I dig this color, Crushed Bloom. It's kind of pale, kind of deliciously peachy. It's a more matte lip product, which I'm not often a fan of, but I really like this one. I like the color, I like the staying power. And then I'm going to top it with a gloss. So you will see, kind of come to life. And then I always add a little, I shouldn't say always, I generally add a little of that color, whatever color I've put on my lips, on the outside of my cheeks. And then I'm going to also use from this brand that's awesome called Au Naturel. They're in Whole Foods, so super easy to find, also online. And just add that in the middle. I may have said this in another video. Not sure if I posted it yet, but when I first smelled these, I did not like the smell. I don't know what the scent is. It's kind of strong vanilla-y scent. I don't know. Ashley, what is the scent of these that you've made? But it's come to really grow on me, and I love it now. Okay, so then the last thing that I always do is concealer, because otherwise I'm going to be touching my face and mess it up. So I'm using one from Alima Pure. This is Echo, and it's got a nice peachiness to it, which is what a lighter skin tone like mine needs under the eyes, because peach will combat the purple. I have a lot of purple under my eyes. It's cavernous under there, and no matter what your skin tone is, you're going to want something with a peachy or oranginess to it. So there you go. I'm almost done. So I'm going to finish this off by showing you what I'm going to use on my body to give myself that I've just come back from vacation glow. And so two things. One, this is from Chia, and it's called The Highlight of the Day. It's their illuminating body serum, and you don't need much. It's lovely. Can you see it? It's not terribly emollient in the sense that it's not, I love it because some of the shimmery products on the market will get in my hair and weigh it down. And so, you know, it's counterintuitive. If I want to put something on my body where my hair might lie, it's going to make my hair flop. This will not. Can you see it's ever so shimmery? I should say that again. It's ever so slightly shimmery and really just makes your skin glow, glow, glow. Kind of looks like you just came from having a scrub. There you go. Put it everywhere. I'm wearing it. This is has a skirt on the bottom, so I'll put it on my legs too. And I'm looking in my box of things to show you. I think that's it. So I hope that you all do actually take a real vacation sometime soon. It's very important. And if you aren't able to, that you can, you know, watch these kinds of tutorials and fake it. Fake it till you make it, says my mom. Bye.